getting warmed up here, just moments away. We'll be back right after this. Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA, the NBA's celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much. In this era of player empowerment, no aspect is more important than their determination to make sure their voices are heard. As continued cases of social injustice come to light, they refuse to simply shut up and dribble, if you get my meaning. Instead, they're using their platform to affect change. Kevin, it's a movement among some very determined players.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
You take a look at Ayton. He's among the top 10 in the voting in the Western Conference. The fans rewarding him for a tremendous season so far.
And I'm sure he's grateful for that. But, Kevin, I know what he really wants is a spot in that starting lineup.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Gay and Aldridge are up front. Derek White is out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. And for the Suns, Jay Crowder out there with Bridges. Then it's Dario Saric. Then there's Etuan Moore. And it's Paul in at the point guard. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Murray with it. Outside, White. Aldridge down low. Saric is there. Crowder with the steal. Feeds to Saric. Shoots over White. The shot by Saric, no good. Gay against Paul. Good on the bucket.
And I like the energy of Gay, especially inside. He's incredible at getting to his spots in the paint.
Moore dishes to Crowder. The pass to Paul. And Saric kicks to Paul. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And so Aldridge will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Moore against White. He goes up again. And there's the nice layup by Gay. Gay's got his second basket of the night.
And really the strength of Gay is impressive. Easily bouncing off the defense while still finishing the shot.
Paul passes to Crowder. In the corner, it's Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by White. Pass to Murray. Lays it up off the glass.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Suns still looking like they're getting going here. Looking for their first basket of the game. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Here's Crowder. Some solid defense from Gay.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Murray finds Aldridge. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Passes to Murray. Johnson outside. 4 on the clock. Kept alive. Back to Murray. Pass to Aldridge. Over Moore. Aldridge misses.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm. Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Murray, the pass to Gay. White against Moore. White, bounce pass. Gay inside. Defended by Crowder. And that one's good by Gay. Gay's got his third basket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against Miami. Murray kicks to White. Murray dishes to White. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. 6-point game. Saric and slam dunk by Saric.
The always aware Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
Murray surveying the D. To the inside. It's stolen by Saric. The dish to Paul. And here is Bridges. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Saric. And it's Gay with the rebound.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Johnson, the pass to Gay. Over Moore. And that one goes long. Suns trail by 4. To the paint. Crowder kicks to Paul. And there's the pass to Saric. Now Gay. Last game he had 12. To the middle. White, good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going for your Suns dancers.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Chris Paul.
He hasn't been as sharp in the past 10 games as we're used to. It shows in his passing. The assist numbers down. Even the simple passes look tough for him right now. Maybe tonight he can get back on his game.
Galloway with the bucket.
He can catch you off guard at the rim. Galloway's creative, and he's got nice touch.
Now here's Mills. He's coming off a 31-point game against Miami.
The other thing, he really changed the pace of the game when you consider how many free throws he shot. Drawing fouls is an art, and really he has mastered that part of the game.
Here's Galloway. They get it back. And Pirtle sends it back.
Very hard to get a shot off over Jakob Pirtle when he's that tight on you. Too much size, too much length.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both. Spurs have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Here's Vassell, covered by Smith. Vassell, the pass to Lyles. Now here's Walker. He's tightly guarded. Pirtle. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
This team loves it when Pirtle can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
There's Galloway. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Celtics in Boston. Here's Mills, out to the right wing. Here's Vassell. He's guarded by Johnson.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now here's Payne. 9 points last game. Smith outside. Johnson, a wide open look. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Walker. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Payne. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Mills passes to Walker. Here's Vassell. He's guarded by Johnson. Pass to Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Fades and shoots. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Spurs lead by 4.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Here's Mills. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's key to his game.
And Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself, accelerates off of screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on.
Free throw good, Mills.
Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Kaminsky. Ray, you talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs-type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end to end. The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time.
Rebound by Smith.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Johnson dishes to Payne. Back to Johnson. And the basket is good. Johnson's got 5 points so far.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Walker the pass to Vassell. The three from Mills. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. The Suns trailing. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Payne with it. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And it's Smith missing.
Boy, a little indecisive. I think he wanted to kick it out, changed his mind, and ended up missing.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Spurs. They're up by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some levity to the game.
It sounds so generic to say we have fun, but like we may lose a game here or there, but everybody's still, happy for each other. We just trying to build.
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
Smith is out there with Kaminsky. Then it's Johnson, then it's Payne, and it's Galloway in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Suns trail by 4. Payne passes to Smith. Kaminsky with the ball. To the paint. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Kaminsky.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
To the left side wing. And here's Walker. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Galloway taking his time here. The Spurs shooting in this game 45%. Here's Walker. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
Here's Galloway, guarded by Walker. Galloway kicks to Kaminsky. That evens the score. Kaminsky's got 7 points in the game.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Around halfway through the season, and a chance here to recap where all the teams in the West sit in the standings. You look at Phoenix. They're in the middle at 5th in the conference, looking to build in the wins as the season goes on. And, of course, the Spurs, 4.5 games behind.
And, you know, for the Spurs, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
All talk, no walk. Simple as that. They just don't match up with the better teams in the NBA.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I just have so much respect for how Jay Crowder plays the game. This guy works so hard for every single minute he's out there, and you love seeing that.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And both free throws good from Crowder. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Moore against White. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Offensive rebound. Saric. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Dario Saric, the homie, as he was known in Philly, a Croatian finesse forward for this team.
You know what I love about Dario is here's a big man who can space the floor with his shooting. He can balance that with an ability to make plays off the dribble. He's a really sneaky cutter and a very opportunistic rebounder. I mean, this is a big man who will contribute in a lot of different areas.
Spurs trail by 3. Murray outside. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. Over Saric. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Murray.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Paul, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Crowder against Murray. Passes it to Gay. Over Paul. Gay misses. Looking at the Suns, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Celtics in Boston. Paul against Gay. The shot by Paul, no good. And Murray's got the ball here for San Antonio. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Phoenix, no good that time either. San Antonio trailing here. Gay dishes to Johnson. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Timeout called, the Suns. And Phoenix making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in. Well, there haven't been many misses at the line for this group of players. This is how the shooting guards around the league stack up when it comes to free throw shooting in the past 10 games. Derek White, third.
We've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the two-guard ranks, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
You know, that's a very steady bunch at the line, no doubt about that. In any kind of clutch situation, if it's one of those players shooting the big free throw, you can be sure he's going to come through.
Paul's shot is off.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Phoenix with the ball. After the basket by San Antonio. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Paul. Third in steals, sixth in free throw percentage. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And it's his lightning-quick hands that have put him in the top 3 in steals. Also, his tremendous anticipation. He's constantly all over the basketball. The first one falls.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And both free throws good from Crowder. San Antonio leading. White looking around. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Frank Kaminsky picks one up. San Antonio shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
At the line for 2.
And that one falls for White. And both free throws good for White.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Murray against Paul. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6.
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
Outside White. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs. On Sunday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And looking at the Toronto matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for White.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Pass to Paul. It's deflected, but he stays with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the three. No good there. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Now Murray. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Johnson outside from deep three-point range. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
White, good.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Now here's Moore. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Celtics in Boston. Here's Paul, trying to get open as Crowder. Here's White. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feed. Now it's a 4-point San Antonio lead. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Now here's Crowder. 11 points for him in that last game against Boston. Here's Paul. Tries to save it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
So for the Suns, Langston Galloway's checked in for E'Twaun Moore. And it's Payne in for Paul. Spurs leading by 4. Murray outside. There's the pass to Vassell. And a miss there on the triple. Well, Phoenix shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Bridges finds Payne. Here's Kaminsky. Outside Crowder. Just 4 to shoot. And Pirtle sends it back. Left side, Walker. Lays it up and banks it in. Walker's got 7 points.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
Here's Galloway, guarded by Walker. They could use a bucket. Galloway, no good. Spurs leading by 6. Gay passes to Murray. From downtown, doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
A moment now to see the numbers for Bridges. Really been a key contributor over the past month. He's right around 9 points a night, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
1:09 left in the second quarter. Suns trail by 6. Here's Galloway. Saric up top. And here's Johnson outside. Hits it from three-point range. Johnson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
At his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
Outside, Walker. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Shot clock at 6. The shot, no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Down low, here's Saric. The rebound by the Spurs. Pirtle's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Walker. Gets that one to drop. A rare make, bumping him up to 3 for 10.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Payne. Shoots over Mills. Derek White has been on display for San Antonio. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. It's hard to believe that LaMarcus Aldridge started in the NBA at the age of 21. Now a decade and a half later, he's still a real talent in this league. He's not slowing down.
Kenny, you know what the best ability is?
Let's see. How about reliability?
You are so smart. Aldridge shows up every day and performs. You're the smartest guy I know.
Well, he has a great face-up position. Most guys before, when he first came into the league at his position, did not have. Now, he's automatic from 20 feet, expanding his range to three-point range as he gets older.
Always reliable analysis from YouTube Mubs.
Thank you.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side, my brother.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Derek White displaying his skills today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Suns trail by 5. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for San Antonio, Gang and Aldridge are up front. DeJounte Murray is out there with Derek White. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Spurs have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And that one falls for White. Here's more. He kicks to Paul. And it's denied. Murray with it. And the shot goes in. Murray's got the lead up to 10 now for San Antonio.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Paul, right side. Pass to Bridges. From past the arc. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Sharich, that's good.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Here's White after the basket by Dario Saric. White with it, now guarded by Saric. 2 points, that one goes. And the Spurs lead by 12.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And Moore kicks to Paul. Back to Moore. Shoots over White. Off the left rim and out.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Now here's Murray. Aldridge, the pass to Murray. Makes it off the glass. Murray's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 14. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Now here's Saric. He's got 9. Here's Crowder. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line.
That's Jay Crowder demonstrating how strong he is. He's dominating the defense with his ability to play through contact.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. Free throw good, Crowder. Spurs leading by 11. Murray outside. Here's White. Saric grabs the board. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Bridges. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
And Doris, Mikal Bridges, how about 2 national titles in the 3 seasons at Villanova? Got better each and every year.
And think about in his junior season, he becomes one of only 8 major conference players in college basketball history to average 1 block and 1.5 steals while also shooting over 40% from 3-point range. Boy, that is the perfect resume for a 3-and-D wing.
And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Saric. To the inside, here's White, rebounded by Moore. For Phoenix, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime.
Well, you can see the tenacity of Chris Paul in play there. He refuses to give up on the shot, wants to get the end one. Nicely done.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Langston Galloway comes in for Ejuan Moore.
Well, you think over the course of Chris Paul's career, he will have had a 10-year stretch where he was the best point guard in the league. But perhaps the value of his leadership qualities will be the thing he's most remembered for. Competitive spirit, pushing his team to the next level. What a career.
And here's Phoenix. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Outer dishes to Paul. That's tipped. Walker in the corner. This one for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Walker's got 12 points in the game.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Paul kicks to Galloway. Saric against Lyons. Just 5 to shoot. Saric passes to Paul. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. He's got 10.
You have to stay under control and don't let the dwindling shot clock pressure you. For Chris Paul, that's never a problem.
Now here's Mills. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Paul. Following the bucket by the Spurs. The shot by Sharch, no good. Passes to Vassell. Back to Mills. He dishes it to Pirtle. Wiles passes to Mills. With the clock winding down, and the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, I know he doesn't have to get too high to slam it home, but it doesn't take away from the force and the message sent on the dunk.
Paul outside. Back to Johnson. The three. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Now here's Mills. He has 5. Pass to Pirtle. The pass to Walker. Releases from 15. Here's Vassell. No good from outside. Suns trail by 8. Inside. Paul kicks to Crowder. Down low. Sharch finds Galloway. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
That, my friend, is what you call a power guard. Galloway with the strength to get it up in spite of the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
So for the Suns, Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Sharch. Smith comes in for Crowder. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul.
You know, it's amazing. Galloway completely unheralded before catching on with the Knicks. This is the guy who was the first ever call-up from their D-League affiliate, and he's showing he belongs.
Now, here's Mills. 5 points in the game. Here's Wiles. A second chance effort. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. It's a 5-point game.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Vassell, the pass to Mills. Dishes it to Walker. Here's Vassell. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Walker. Shoots over Payne. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
And the basket by Kaminsky.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here's Mills. They grab their own miss. He gets it in there. Pirtle's got 8 points.
Boy, getting his points the hard way. Jakob has to absorb contact and able to use his strength there.
Payne looking around. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Now here's Mills. Tight defense on him. Walker finds Pirtle. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. And that's now 10 points for Jakob Pirtle. Suns trail by 5. Payne dishes to Smith. Back to Payne. Now here's Kaminsky. Defended by Pirtle. Kaminsky, the pass to Galloway. A new 14 for the Suns.
Oh! And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Here's Vassell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Pirtle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
Well, the contact on Pirtle, pretty clear there. The big man getting tough and gets the call.
The Spurs have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
So how cool is it that Jakob Pirtle makes NBA history as the first ever Austrian-born player in the league? Doesn't matter what else he does in his career, he'll always have that distinction. That's cool.
Bridges, he's checked in for Phoenix. Then for the Spurs, Rudy Gay's checked in for Lyles. Johnson comes in for Walker. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. Both good from the line that time. Now Payne. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
32 seconds left to play here in the third. Johnson against Bridges. Now here's Payne. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Johnson, the pass to Gay. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I just love how Gay goes right to the rim, putting the D in a compromising position, making them have to commit to the foul.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Gay.
And when Gay is locked in, he's special. An efficient scorer who can effortlessly take over games.
Rudy Gay hits them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
For 3, Bridges, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. The third quarter comes to a close. Spurs lead by 7, and we'll be back right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. San Antonio leading by 7. Dario Saric is out there with Johnson. Then it's Payne. Then it's Bridges. And it's Moore in at the 2. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Out to Saric. Here's the floater. And he sinks the layup. Saric has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Suns. Murray outside. The kick out to Aldridge. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
At the line for two.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And what a tremendous career for LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, so many double-doubles, a rim protector, makes plays for others. Man, the list goes on.
Both free throws good from Aldridge.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Johnson outside. Back to Payne. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
White dishes to Murray. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And Moore kicks to Johnson. Saric outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Boy, give Saric a lot of credit. He attracted the defender's attention because he looked determined to score it.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
He hits both from the stripe.
What we know about Dario Saric is that he entered the league as a high IQ player, fundamentally sound, and his skill set as a stretch 4 is absolutely in high demand in the league.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Phoenix.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for White. Good on both. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Passes it to Johnson. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Shooting for Phoenix, Cameron Johnson. Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Johnson. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've led by as many as 14 points. Johnson outside. Pass to Murray. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Murray's got 4 this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And the pass to Bridges. Johnson outside. 6 to shoot. He gets that one. White with it. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter.
Boy, bodying up there, making sure to get position. That's really nice rebounding technique.
To the inside, Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Time called here, the Spurs decide to talk it over.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Never been on my level. Keep pushing hits, how you in trouble? My money is flipping, these racks is tripping. Numbers don't lie when my exes all hang. Tell a lie, cause you playing. My eyes, gotta keep praying. Like, woo! Made it, like, woo! Ay, hit it, set up, like, how I do? Ay, think I'm man-made. Think I'm man-made. Hit it, set up, like how I do. Hey, hold on.
Crowder, he's checked in for Phoenix. Paul comes in for Cameron Payne. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Evan, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Okay, David, thanks. And here are the Suns now, following the bucket by the Spurs. And that one, good.
Well, you love to see Crowder active from inside. All it takes is good positioning, and he's golden.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's White. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Suns trail by 3. To tie it up. The shot by Paul, no good.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
It's stolen by Sharks. Here's Paul. It's Crowder on the wing. Kicks to Bridges. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Paul looking over the floor. Just 5 on the clock. More in the corner. Here's Sharch. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
How about the instincts of Dario Saric? Just exceptional at getting those second-chance opportunities.
White finds Murray. Out to White. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Suns. Paul's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bridges passes to Saric. And slam dunk by Saric.
Well, you love to see Dario doing work right now. He's in a rhythm, and he's a problem.
San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside, White. Pass to Aldridge. Count that bucket. 8 points for Aldridge.
And, guys, if you let Aldridge get inside with the ball, you've already lost. I mean, he's too big, too strong, too skilled.
And the Suns call time here. Without question, Derek White displaying his skills today.
This is a timely timeout because this guy is hurting them. They've got to figure it out.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Derek White.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 1. Pass to Crowder. And Šarić kicks to Crowder. And he lays it straight in.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The Spurs have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Mills passes to Gay. White against Moore. White, bounce pass. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gay. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. The dish to Paul. Gay with the block.
And got to respect those long arms of Gay. I mean, superb at swatting shots away with those big hands.
White the pass to Gay. Over Paul, and that one's good by Gay. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Now here's Paul. Chalk up 2 there, and the Suns lead by 1.
Boy, I love Chris Paul's ability to work on the interior. Tenacious, crafty. Few players his size have done it better.
White against Moore. White goes in, and White with the stuff.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Here's Paul, following the bucket by the Spurs. Paul can't get that one to fall. Here's White, and the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Spurs lead.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Paul passes to Šarić. Back to Paul. Over Johnson. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Šarić. Šarić has got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Chris Paul is no stranger to delivering in the big moments. Go ahead, CP3.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
The kick out to Aldridge. Gay outside. Spurs passing it around. Johnson outside. Clock at 6. Unloads from 13. That shot, no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. Kicks it out to Paul. Shoots over Mills. Paul missing again. The Spurs have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. To the paint. Here's Aldridge. Gay outside. He dishes it to Johnson. A three from Mills. Phoenix grabs the miss. Bridges has got 4 rebounds in this game. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got 11 in the second half.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
To the middle. Here's Aldridge. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on Saric.
A proven commodity. Aldridge wants the ball during these moments. Loves being the guy to take that big shot.
Johnson, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. Spurs also with the sub. Murray's checked in.
Big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
And the Suns call time. They trail by 2. We've got 1:13 left in the game. Pass to Paul. Offensive rebound. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Moore against Murray. To the inside. Aldridge down low. Shot clock at 6. With the second effort, some solid defense from Saric. And it's Phoenix's ball. A 2-point game. He kicks it to Paul. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, you have got to be cautious around Chris Paul. He understands how to lean and when to draw contact.
2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so he hits both.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
Inside. Here's Aldridge. Wide open look here for Murray. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Bridges dishes to Johnson. Bridges kicks to Paul. Chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. And it's the Suns to start out. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court right now for the Spurs, Gay and Aldridge are up front. Derek White is out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Now here's Gay. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Some solid defense from Šarić.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
And here is Murray after Mikal Bridges hitting the 3. White the pass to Aldridge. Overtime still getting started here, just about a minute in. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Ball against Murray. And it's blocked. In transition, here comes San Antonio. On deep, Gay. It's rebounded by Paul. Paul's got 5 rebounds tonight. Near the 3-point line, it's more. Phoenix keeping it alive with a new 14. Trying to get open is Johnson. He can't hit that time. Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. Here's Murray. Aldridge trying to break free. Murray, good. And the Spurs lead by 1.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Timeout called, the Suns. To the paint. That one falls. Bridges has got 5 points in the quarter.
Fearless, confident competitor. Bridges with the delivery.
Murray, the pass to Johnson. Back to Murray. Now the pass to Aldridge. Dishes it to White. Clock at 6. Pass to Johnson. Buries the long-range jumper.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Ball outside. Count it from 12. Paul's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
Well, the mid-range is always a good option for Chris Paul.
Ball against Murray. Kicks it to Aldridge, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Šarić.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Paul against Murray. Bounce pass from Paul. Trying to get open is Johnson. Paul's shot is off.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 so far in their 3-point attempts in overtime. Here's Bridges, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, you can see the confidence that Mikal Bridges has in himself. This guy's going to take pride in going up strong, forcing the issue, and getting himself to the foul line.
Gets the first. That narrows the gap to 1.
After winning 2 championships in college at Villanova before turning pro, I think Mikal Bridges has the next championship in his sights. That's an NBA title.
Both free throws good from Bridges.
But those were essential. Very steady work at the free throw line in a very tight game.
San Antonio calls timeout. Paul against Murray. Down low. Good!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Paul. It's good! A huge shot to tie it up.
And that's a statement from Chris Paul. He understands game is in the balance. It's my time.
To the paint. Aldridge down low. Charges there, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
And here's a timeout from Monty Williams. against Murray. And here is Paul. "18 feet out." Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. And we'll return shortly. Can't stop now. We're ready for another extra period. What a game of basketball this has been. So it's the Spurs now. Murray against Paul. Poked away. Paul with the steal. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
At the line for your service, Chris Paul. 2 shots.
2 shots. Last on the first.
First free throw is good. And so Paul nails both of them. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Johnson outside. Passes it to Aldridge. Inside. And White slams it in.
Just another way Aldridge beats you. As a facilitator, very comfortable making decisions.
Now Bridges. Paul outside. To the middle. Moore dishes to Bridges. Releases. And there's Sharch on the assist by Bridges. Sharch has got 21 in the game.
Sharch with the big-time delivery in the big moment. Wow!
Here's Gay. Murray finds Aldridge. Murray outside. 5 on the clock. Shoots a fader. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Sharch. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, it really helps when Dario Saric is aggressive like this. The guy makes the defender commit, and nicely done offensively.
first free throw is good. Jay Crowder's checked in for the Suns. Šarić nails them both. Now here's Murray. Outside, White. Pass to Aldridge. Šarić grabs the board. Phoenix leading by 4. Moore inside. He's covered by Gay. Paul against Murray. Paul kicks to Moore. To the inside. Šarić. And slam dunk by Šarić.
Wow, Dario Šarić gets himself perfectly positioned, and that's an easy dunk.
Spurs trail by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Count it, good.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Inside, and slam dunk by Šarić.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Murray. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. Some solid defense from Šarić. Phoenix has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Crowder, the pass to Paul. Rebounded by the Spurs. Gay's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And it's easy to understand why the ball is in Gay's hands. He's prepared himself for these moments and become a clutch shooter.
And they needed that free throw to fall, and he knew it. Huge shot to make it a one-possession game.
Murray against Paul. Down low, Šarić. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Johnson dishes to Gay. That shot, no good. The Suns shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. And the wide-open shot from Paul knocks down the 3-ball. Paul's got the lead up to 6 now for the Suns. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. There's 53 seconds left to play in the second overtime of quite a heated game. To the paint, here's Johnson. Count it!
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And it's Paul with the ball for Phoenix. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, you think because of his frame, it would be easy to knock Chris Paul off balance, but this guy has concentration and tenacity. Really good job keeping his focus.
And that one falls for Paul. Murray with it.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Now, here's Bridges, following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. Here's Saric, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's a 9-point Suns lead.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And it's White missing.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
Paul outside. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. A double overtime game can really take its toll on the players. And after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep and play with that much determination to get a win, it was earned. And I tell you what, they've got to feel really good about themselves for fighting through.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, what does a win like this do for you at this time of the season?
Hopefully it gives us a little momentum. We got a tough stretch coming up. We got our back-to-back next week, so hopefully it just gives us a little momentum.
We'll see if he can keep it going again. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.